Hi, it's Rosalie with Can't Wait to Plan. How you guys doing? Okay, so today we are doing a scrapbook process video with in participation of the paper crafters. Is it called Paper Crafting YouTubers Hop? And for this month hop, our theme is I'm feeling witchy. So that could be taken anything, right? Could be Halloween theme, but it also could be just you're in one of your moods. So anyway, I decided to scrapbook the photo of my daughter getting dressed for Halloween at her ballet studio because she has class that evening. So that's what she normally. This is the photos. That's what she normally wear for dance, for ballet. But she painted her face. That's actually so cute. Look at this, right? Oh my gosh, it's like this is her first time decorating her face by herself and so forth. I think she did a pretty good job. She was following some some TikTok something or another. And then she actually fitted in many of my shoes now. My feet used to be 6.5, 7, and they're not anymore. They're like 7.5, 8 now. But I didn't know that when you get older, your feet grew. Yuck. Anyway, so these were like do you remember what is that movie? The Matrix or whatever, that villain, that girl that's so pretty. She was wearing their thigh-high boots, and so I had these, and she fit in them perfectly. So she just threw that over the thing, put on a little necklace, and painted her nails. Her nails are super great now. She used to bite her nails a lot, and then I got her some nail polish, and we baby it for a while, and now she doesn't bite them anymore, not like me, and because my mom didn't do that with me, and so she painted it black or whatever color, very dark, and she looked awesome. This was from 2 years ago. 2 years ago this Halloween. Anyway, so and then she also did for this photo, this is her real photo, but she also did a special effects thing on some, I don't know what it's called, Epic something or another, and it's some kind of app, special effects app on her phone or on TikTok or whatever it was, and I thought it was kind of cool, so I also printed that out, but then it turns out it's actually very similar, but I'll show it to you in a second. So anyway, I decided to use, so I had so many, we don't do a huge thing at Halloween because my kids are kind of scared of Halloween, but anyway, they get scared easily. They don't they even lock up. My son used my curtain thingy, that, what do you call it, the curtain thing that you can pull the curtain back, and it's like a not a ribbon, but anyway, it's some nice swag fabric that you can wrap around your curtains and make a tie if you wanted the curtains to be drawn on one side or whatever. He uses one of those that I have to kind of like lock up his closet. He has a double door closet, and so at night, so no monster could come from the closet. And he still do it to this day, and he just started college, so it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I flipped through all of my Halloween stuff, and I really like this. I probably should not buy any more cutesy stuff, but they're so cute. But anyway, for this one, she's in this picture, she's, what is that, 13, but that's a very grown-up kind of costume face look-alike. So I thought this would be a nice one. This is actually have a bunch of Halloween words, but the feel of it is a little bit shabby chic vintage, and it came from the 𝘀𝗹𝗯 Halloween Market collection, which I absolutely love. And I bought two sets from this, so I have 2 sheets from each paper, which is awesome, and a few I have the frame and tag and the ephemera, but I really didn't use any of it along with the stickers. So that's what I decided. Originally I was going to do both sides the same, but I do that a lot because that's why I buy two. But I figured this time I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I let's see, put where I should put this. I decided to try to find something else that may be complementary. And I thought that this paper was actually quite nice because, you know, Halloween is green, purple, and orange, kind of a deeper shade of those, and black. And I thought this was nice. I didn't want something super busy because of the way I was going to do the photos. Actually, it's never great to use super busy paper for your background unless you plan to gesso over it or something to kind of mute it down. But anyway, but I found, and that came from last year. I bought this DCWV paper pad called Haunted Harvest. It's super pretty. Yeah, this was from last year. And it was, you know, here, one of the paper. It's kind of scary looking, quite a bit grown up, but nevertheless, where did it go? This one, I actually already took both of them out and cut the paper strip because originally, again, I was going to use 2 sheets of the same paper. But anyway, I decided against it because I found I was going through embellishment and I really didn't have any great embellishment to use with Halloween Market, to use with the 2 paper, because one came from the paper pad. The Halloween Market only have the ephemera and the framing tags, and also the images, just, I don't know, was just a little too small, a little bit, some of it a little bit childish, so I didn't like it. So I found, I kind of completely forgot about this one. I'm sure I bought it a long time ago. So that's when I started to catalog. I just did a video on organizing your 12 by 12 paper pads and paper. And so I did this labeling everything, and finally, and I didn't flip through everything, of course, because that would take a long time. If you saw the video I posted last week, you'll see why I would not have time to flip through everything. But you know, doing these particular theme things, and you know, I forced myself to really look through all the papers that I have for that particular theme or whatever I'm doing. So this one, if you have never seen it, or if you can find it for cheap somewhere, buy it. It is so cute. This is old, and I got it from whatever, I think this is a Michael thing for $5, and I bought this. I don't even know what, but the year it's made, it doesn't say. It doesn't say, but it's very old. I know it's very old. I can't remember, but anyway, and what it is actually, it is to make party favors or party supplies or whatever. But man, I bought it for scrapbooking, and look how pretty this is. I'll flip through it real quick. You see how they have all these tags. You can do the swag or whatever, you know, just like in the pictures here. But there was a banner here that I really like, so I cut that out. I'll show you in a second. But it's really pretty. It has all these orange glitter around every sheet, every letter. So nice. I love it so much. So it has trick or treat, has these beautiful round coasters or whatever. I think this was to make cupcake toppers, you see. And some of them, they have 2 sheets. Some of them, they have 1 sheet. Some of them, they have a lot of sheets. So they had these. These I was just going to cut out, maybe use it for little squares or little hexagons, something to do some kind of thing, you know, special effects on the page layout. So you have a few of those. Then they had this one, this for a beverage label. I mean, and these awesome circle thingy. I took 1 of each sheet that I could and cut out everything so I can use it, save it to use for embellishment and things and so forth. And I was cutting these by hand, and after a while I'm like, crap, you know, don't I have like some kind of circle punch that will cut these out, and I measured it was like 2.5, and I looked at my punch box and I have 2.25 and 3. No 2.5 or no 2.75. Anyway, you can't even do 2.75 here because they're so close. So I end up cutting it by hand. But anyway, so they have a few. No, this is different. Every page is different. These were different. All the strips is different. So is that awesome? Oh my God, you can use these for layout or whatever. They already kind of match it for you if you want to. There was another one which I took out, and these were different too. And then they had these treat bags, yeah, the label, you can just cut and fold. Again, this is just great background paper. They have a lot of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets of 8 sheet of those. And then they had a couple, just 1 sheet of this that have a bunch of label. Again, this is for straw flags. Okay, straw flags. But again, you're just going to use it as tags. So I cut out, and they're repeats. They're just 3 of them, 3 tags, and they just repeat. So you have a whole bunch. And I cut out the other half and already cut them apart to use as embellishment. They had 3 of these sheets, each of them all different, and the paper's different, the flower's different, this is different. So they had like some kind of flower. It's a party hat. Okay, and beautiful background paper. So there was 3 of those sheets. I took 2. So this is the sheet of one of them, but I took the flower, and you'll see what I did with that. And this is the 3rd one, and I cut out, and I already cut out, fussy cut out the paper. And for that, then you had a bunch of these. They're all, again, all different and so forth, but they got these beautiful glitter border strips, these beautiful this is a hat, I guess, and so forth. So I took 1 out to cut, but I didn't end up using any of it, but it's beautiful. So you got 3 of those. And check these out. This is the one I end up using. So I saw these invitations, and it say Franken Bash and be there or be scared and so forth, and it's so pretty, and it has a different thingy, circle thingy, whatever. It's called beverage label. Okay, whatever. On each of these sheets, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets, because I took 1 to cut apart, and I thought these would just would make a great frame. So for my photos, because I have 2 of the small one, the big close-up one. So I decided with the green, I couldn't go with the purple tree paper because it's, I don't know, it seems like it kind of clash. So I found these paper, and I'll show you in a second, but let me finish this. And then they had a whole bunch of this just paper. Some are glitter, some are not, and I took a bunch out already. So they had a lot of these different colors. They had black, they had, which I took out to see if some of them I could use. They have the kind of the damask, is that how you say it? And beautiful polka dot paper and so forth. It's just a great pads. And then a smaller polka dot paper. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, love. So anyways, yeah, this is all the papers you get here. So I love this so much, especially it was like $5. But nevertheless, never even remember I had this. So I end up using mostly this pad for embellishment. And and then I found, so I wanted something more muted or more black, because to highlight that beautiful green frame. So I picked this one. It's an old DCW. Wow. Doesn't say how old it is, but it's old. And it's a thin paper, but it doesn't matter. It's just a background paper. And I thought it was perfect for it to go next to this. Okay. So that's what I use for paper. So this is, and then I went to Michael's yesterday and to get something. I can't remember what. Oh, I saw somebody's video, 𝘊𝘵𝘆𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗃, I think, and she was, and she was showing the cute little 6x6 paper pad from Michael's, so I went to get that, and they had a sale on Cricut mat, and I knew I needed to get a Cricut mat for standard grip. I have a Cricut Maker, not the newest version, but the one just before that from last year. I bought it a year ago, and I opened it, made sure it worked. I did the test, and I haven't used it since. So, but I needed a standard mat, I think. I called my friend yesterday. Hi, Karen, if you're watching. But she wasn't home, but that's the one. I picked a mixed pack one. But I remember, when I started doing this video, I didn't want my paper to move around. So the last video, I did I use a non-permanent tape runner and glue the four corners of these 2 sheets of paper. I always do double page layout to my tile thing here, and it was annoying to get off. So the glue was still sticking to this. A lot of the glue was sticking to the paper, and it was, when I tried to put it in the sheet protector, it was like I had to rub them off, and I mean it came off, but it was just more work. So I've been seeing people using the Close to My Heart. I don't know what it is, whether or not it's a mat or a self-healing mat or something like that, but it was only for 12x12. So when I do double-sided, I don't really want to put 2 of them next to each other. And again, they were not inexpensive. I looked it up one time, but I don't remember what it was, and I didn't want to put 2 together. Again, they would move, and I wouldn't like that. So when I was looking for the standard grip 12x12 mat from Cricut, I saw this one. I didn't really need a fabric grip, but I really like the pink. So I picked that one, and it works. So all you do, these are temporary, of course, I believe, and hopefully the glue won't come, you can just peel them off. And I just stick them down. That way I can move both pages, that they don't move around too much. And that's what I did, okay? I love that. Okay, let me make sure this is straight because I just moved it. Okay, because so I was gonna use just the paper by itself, but then I don't know, I've always liked borders. I've always liked frame, and I realize I don't have any just regular black washi tape. I was really trying to use washi tape. I have crap load of washi tapes, so I was trying to remind myself to use washi tape, and that would make a great borders if I have a black one, or maybe a black with spider webs or something. Nada. So anyway, I found in my old stash, I found these paper from, do you remember NRN Design? I mean, those if you haven't been to my channel before, I used to scrapbook a lot, and then I took a 15 years hiatus when my kids were young, and even as they get older, I never quite got back into it because I was working and everything else. But no, actually I didn't work. I already retired, and I don't know what the hell I was doing. But I didn't get back into it until last year, and I spent all of last year just buying stuff to update my stash. But I didn't throw away any of my old stash because they were still nice, and that's why it's taking me so long to organize my craft room, because I have to go through all the old stuff, make room for the new stuff, declutter any of the old stuff, or organize the old stuff as well. And so I haven't touched it in 15 years, and I don't even know what I had. So anyway, this is my black stash. I was gonna use just black scrapbook paper and put a frame over in the back, gut the middle and put the thing in the back, but the black cardstock is just too strong. So if you look at it like this, you see how I don't know, it just seems for this kind of vintage, shabby chic looking paper, this was, I didn't have anything kind of like chalkboard. So I decided to use this one. Now, I could have easily put this in the back of the paper and just use the border, because this border was like this. But unfortunately, this is some of the scrapbook paper before. I don't know if you knew this. they were smaller than 12 by 12. So this was NRN design. Yeah, let me see how wide they are. They are not 12 by 12. They're definitely smaller. So it's like 11 by 7.5, right? So I couldn't do a border on my 12 by 12 paper because it's not a 12 by 12 paper. So anyway, I had to gut it and just use the border. It was a little bit cumbersome to put a thin strip of, because these again are not super thick paper. They didn't start making super thick paper for scrapbooking until I had already left or stopped scrapbooking. But anyway, so I just did a border. I thought that looks better. So that was that. Okay, so now let's take a look at the this page and do the photos for my daughters on this side. So I made 2 of these photos, and they 3 by 4.25. That's kind of the size of this. So what I did was here, I made one already. So the frame goes like that. So I took a glitter pen, the Spectrum Noir glitter pen. These leaks a lot, man. I was getting it all, my hands is really dirty because I was using this. I just use this because it has a very nice soft brush at the end, and I just color all of this because when you cut these out, the inside is white, and especially when you use the 𝘀𝗵𝗃 serrated, actually no, I didn't even use the 𝘀𝗃 one. I cut all of these out with the scalpel knife, X-Acto knife from Anna Griffin. I love that, and it works really well at corners. I did this with the scissors though, but it really so much easier. You could use your paper cutter or whatever, but I decided that's the easiest for me. So I painted all of that with the glitter pen. It doesn't really show up, but you see at least it's nice there. And because if you use even a mini pad, it's hard to get into these corners and stuff like that. And then now if you want more, you can always go back and do more of these, right? So I inked all of the inside, and then I'm gonna ink now all the outside. I always use a piece of cardstock for some reason. For me, I mean, not cardstock, whatever this is called, not chipboard either, but just cheap shipping box thing that I cut smaller. I find that it just gives me a little bit easier for me to ink the edge of things instead of trying to hold it up, just because the paper is kind of flimsy and it doesn't seem to give me as much of a border as I like, because I like a little bit bigger border instead of here. If you go like this, even you see how the thing is much thinner here. It's like at least there's some kind of resting table that you can do to get a little bit wider strip with that, right? Anyway, so I did that. And then when I printed the paper of my daughter, I actually did a frame already because I wanted to get all of her paper, all of her pictures in. But this, at that ratio, it was just a little bit short on the bottom here, because this side, because of that little swiggy line thingy, it was a little bit too long, you know, the dimension, or it shows a little bit there. So I did that. So anyway, so I know the paper just fit, which is, you know, not great, because actually, if I knew that, I should have just, no, but I didn't want to do that. I did want to cut it because I definitely wanted underneath there. So what I did was, I have a black scrap, small scrap box that I have a lot of small things, small black. I save everything black because I use a lot of black. And I have a couple of these things that was scrapped before, and that turns out it fits really nicely in the back. So I'm going to add this to this and that to this. Okay, so that way this is very thin paper too. So that's gonna give me some weight. I already got the tape behind here. Grab this real quick. So that way it was faster for your viewing enjoyment, huh? Aren't I so, what's the word? Thoughtful. Okay, let's see. See if I can get these in. Okay, I'm sure I'm off video. I gotta check it once in a while. Okay, so that's that. Okay, pretty center and nice. And then now I already put glue tape in the back of this one. So now I'm gonna glue it to the, oh, I'm already saw that I'm crooked here. See, I don't use like a humongous amount of tape on my, because these are very sticky, and you definitely don't need the full strip. You just need a little bit, you know, at the corner or whatever. Because sometimes I see people use so much. Now the Scotch tape seems to be, you know, the tape runner seem to be a little bit less sticky, but the tape that comes from like a roll tend to be stickier. And I just ran out of my AGT gun tape thingy, and I'm so afraid to, I have to, Ronnie Sue, thank you so much. From my last video, I was saying that I don't know how to load that correctly because it keeps slipping off. And Ronnie Sue was so sweet. She what do you call it? She linked a video that she liked onto the thing for me under in the comment. So I gotta go look at that before I load this up because I don't know how. Okay, so we got that. And so what, if you can see, now you can see the black line pretty well from the black line that I print the video. You see how it didn't quite fit, and I should have made it probably a little bit bigger, but I was cheap and I just wanted to use the, print the 4x6 photos at Walmart for 12 cents. Instead, if you go to 5x7, it's like $1 or something. So anyway, so I made the line, but when you can see the line on the side here, I didn't do a good job there. But here you don't have it. So on this one, you can see that I went in and I used the alcohol marker, but on the paper, the marker was really much paler. I'll show you real quick. If you just use an alcohol marker, let me see if I can do this. It's not bad, but I wanted it a little bit more, and I'll probably will do that offline later. Actually, it's not bad, but you see how once it's dry, it is a little, muted in comparison to the black line from the photo. So I had a pop of colors by Scrapbook.com. I don't want to put it on now because then I can't finish because it's going to be wet. But I just put a thin line on that, and when it dry, it's a shiny. It's much closer. It's a little bit darker for your line. So I just felt that needed. It doesn't look better than, I don't know. Anyway, to me it does. So I wanted I was going to use paper and do the matting and stuff, but I thought, you know, I want to use something like tools, and just to give that fuzzy, not fuzzy, but the eerie look of Halloween and things like that. And I was going to use this, and I grabbed it out. If you don't have what I'm using, you just use tool. It actually have a very nice effects. I think you can also double it up too if it's not thick enough, you know, or it's not dark enough for your liking. But I thought that gives a very Halloween-y, look like bandages almost, right? So I thought that would be cool. But when I was going through my stash, oh my God, I had this thing that is so old. I don't know if any of you have been around enough. This is 2 sheets of it I have in here. I have 3 sheets, so I use up half of a sheet, so I still have two and a half left. It's from Magenta. I don't think they're even around anymore. And it's sort of like a, I don't know, it's called 𝘰𝗵𝗻 paper, but it's like almost like a rice paper, fibers paper, something like that. Yeah. So anyway, I decided I'm going to use it up. And actually, I don't like that it's so straight. I think with the tool, it can be, you know, I should have wiggled it a little bit, but I already cut it out. I'm not going to do it again. But then it's on here, it just didn't pop enough, and I probably could have just put some orange cardstock behind or something like that. But I also found in my stash when I went to get the tools that in there, I had bought this 𝘀𝗂𝗽𝗃 ribbon from this is Hobby Lobby for 99 cents. It's really pretty. It's like that. And it's a little bit hard to work with because it wiggle. You see how it's crooked here? Can you see? Like, so it will straighten out, but it's sort of weird. So originally I was going to do like a wispy kind of frame, you know, sort of in the back like this. But it was so crooked, it was driving me crazy. So I decided that I'm going to glue it to a piece of cardstock, and I just use a cheap whatever cover of a catalog that I like, and it was black mostly, and this is not going to be shown, so I decided to use that at the bottom. And that's also give me a better bottom to use with the to glue down to the paper, because gluing this down to the paper is kind of weird. So you just, I'm just gonna stick it on. It doesn't have to be, but you see how those line, it's not straight at all. So if you have glue, I use the Elizabeth craft design tape that I got from, I think, scrapbook.com. I got a humongous width roll because I think I was watching something and somebody was using this to make, not stickers, but I don't know, whatever, something. And I never even did that. I didn't remember what it was, but I bought it for. So I started using that because it is very strong when I needed something stuck down well. Okay, so anyway, let me see if I can straighten this out a little bit so that it's still, because these things are not woven kind of loosely, so it's kind of tough, right? But and nevertheless, okay, so I'm going to use some more of this. Now this is so wide, so I cut up the strip just so that just so that I don't have to use such a humongous one, because again, I don't think you need a lot. And for these stuff, I think it's hard to get them stuck onto different kind of glue. Now I have the glue from this one would work too, but I love this glue for flowers, so I keep it, and it's usually used for something that the silicone glue will retain its shape. So if you like it, your flower to be more pop up, don't press it down, and it will keep the three-dimensional shape for you, so which is kind of nice. So I didn't want to use that. I think these tape would work great. I tested it when I did that first one too. So okay, let me see. It's always a little bit tough to get off, but anyway. And then I need a little bit on here. Again, don't need a humongous amount. All right. Well, actually, I don't even need this really thick one. I prefer the regular tape here for this. Now, I bought one. I think I got this from, I got this from a bundle from HSN, a American Craft glue, a tape runner bundle. Oh my God, it was so cheap and it was so good. I should have bought several. And these thicker thing came in. I actually bought some like that from from Alina Craft, AliExpress, and I never even use it. The one I use the most is this width. So this, which is like double of this. So when I do things, I don't need to be in a rush, because you can see that this one is almost gone and this one I still have quite a bit. So I'm just starting to cut these in half so I can use it in skinnier strip instead of these super thick, super wide one. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, if you guys know, let me know, when do you use the really, that looks like an inch or something, maybe 3/4 of an inch width versus the more like the a 1/4 inch type tape rolls, right? Anyway, so then once I had this on for the first one, I didn't love how shiny these are with the thing. I like the inside, but I thought that was just a little bit too distracting. So I decided that I'm gonna cut it off. So I did. So do whatever you like. You may like the effects of the thing, but I like it to be a little bit more muted because, again, my page is a little bit more shabby chic, and the bright sequence of that was just a little much. So I didn't need a lot because, again, I wanted to pop the photos. So I don't know if you can see. This is, let me see if I can stand up on the stool. Can you see the difference? That's her with that weird, it's called, what is it called? 𝘀𝗵𝗽𝗶 effects or something. But it turns your photo almost to like a painting, I think. And then this is her real photo here. You can definitely see the difference, but when you put it on a layout, it doesn't show it. But I wanted to comment on that. So anyway, so I wanted to use both of them because she does this a lot. She like find different things. So I was thinking something like that on the page would be cute. Now I don't love that both of these say be there or be square. So I may do something else there. And so then I found there's a paper in, again, I was looking for embellishment. There was this paper called Night Sky. It was, I actually almost used this over here too, but this I can use at any time because it's not Halloween. This is very Halloweeny, so between the two I prefer this. So I fussy cut all of these. I actually have 3 of this paper. 1 is to fussy cut out this, and 2 to use in the back in case I want to do double-sided layout. So I did that, and I like the Halloween one. Originally, I was going to put, like, I was going to tie it with some strings and drape it on the top and so forth, but and after a while, it didn't look good at all. Actually, the other thing I considered too is I have crap load of also ribbons. This one I haven't even wrapped into my ribbon organizing thingy. You know, I don't know what you call them, ribbon card, but I was thinking of using that as a strip around the whole layout too. Will use up some of your thing. So I was thinking maybe just do something like that. You know, that's kind of cute. The other thing I could do, and let me see what your thoughts are, is to do that. What happened to that one? Okay, remember these straw thingy that they had on the in the Wicked book from My Mind's Eye. I could do even something like this, you know, maybe pop it up or whatever. What do you guys think? I don't know. I like this a lot, but this is more in line with the more adult field even though she's not an adult. Now I'm not sure. Shoot. I thought I decided, but my daughter really liked this banner. This went with this the Halloween market collection, so I don't know. I think I will not lay this down yet. So if I were to use this, I was thinking I already cut it out so that way you can see. I shortened the thing, and I was gonna put one of them here, and that way it's just one of them that shows the B square or be scared or whatever. I know, I think I like this the best. And this way I can hide that one, and then you only see that one. Yeah. Maybe I use something else here and just do that. Maybe some embellishment here. I think I like that better than this for now. Okay. So so we're gonna leave that page for now and go to, oh, there's my pin. Let me do that before for my tools. Before I poke myself with all the pin as they go in. Okay, put that away. Okay, on the other side, you remember the picture. So originally I made a 5x7. I extend the photo as far to the edge as possible because of course I didn't take a picture that's almost cut off her head like that. But it's just not big enough. So while I was there, luckily I checked. I went to Walmart to pick it up. While I was there, I took the look of it when I picked it up, and I actually just resent in the thing and got an 8x10. And that's probably a little bit too big, but it's okay because I like to cut out the effects. You see how this is with the grass and stuff? It doesn't look scary, right? I left this here because it's mostly show the kind of scary trees in the background, although over here show a little bit of pink. But I thought that was okay. On this side, it was just too pretty, too, you know, realistic to, so anyway, I decided to cut it all out and put her against this, which really pops it up. Okay. So then you remember those flags that I had for the from the Wicked one, you know, it had one that spelled the word boo. And so I took my X-Acto knife and I trimmed all of the words out, all of the inside banner. Originally I was going to do this too, like string some strings across and do something like that. But it's just too big, too fat, and not enough. But I save all these because I can definitely put a different background on here and then put something different there, maybe use it as embellishment or whatever, or even spell out another word, boo, later, a different effects one. Anyway, so I did that, and then I went to my small black scrap paper, and this, I think I'm crazy. It was so overfilled. I really was like, oh my God, I'm so happy I'm doing this, that I can use a lot of the black. I even saved, this is actually a very pretty, not chipboard or whatever, but it's the solid core. Inside is black too. It came from my perfume bottles. You know, the packaging on the inside, they always put something like this inside the bottle to kind of keep it from breaking when during shipping. So I save a bunch of these at the bottom, and it's always so thick, and I'm so happy. So I, instead of using foam, I just added one sheet of this cut to size, and I just trim around it to use for this, to pop up the word boo. Okay, and again, I already put tape on it, so I basically was going to do that. All right, so there we go here. So I thought this would look nice like that. Something like that, right? Okay, I was going to pop her up too, but I think it's just too much. She's too big, and if I were to pop it up, it's just going to use a lot of my little foam dots, so it's like, forget it. You're just going to be glued down. And because we already have her pictures here with the ballet hair, very easily seen. I just thought when I wanted her to be a little bit more Halloween-y. So in one of the paper, this one, the it's called multi-journaling cards from Halloween Market from 𝘀𝗶𝗸𝗲. They had this right here with this kind of almost like a 4x6 journaling card. I even fussy cut out the little card for sweets that they had in there that's really pretty, but I end up didn't use it. Doesn't go with this at all, the theme wise. So I cut out this witch hat. I even gonna, I don't know if I should cut out all the white away or the cream away or not. I'm not sure. What do you think? Please put a comment below what you prefer, because I can do either. I think probably away, cut it away. So I'm gonna put her down here and maybe put the hat on her, and I'll pop the hat up. Huh? What do you think about that? I think that would be cute, right? And yeah, I think that's really cute because it makes her look like a little witch. Okay. Okay, so then what to do over here? And I thought of a lot of different things, but one of them I figure I need a big embellishment. I'm going to do some journaling either here if I'm deciding on that one, or over here. And I'm just going to, I haven't done that yet. I'm just going to print it out. When I print out the journaling, I scan one of these. This is a tip for you. I always scan one of the thing that has the color I like, because I use white cardstock to print out my journaling strips, and it's white. Now I know her tide is white, and I even consider maybe painting that a little bit in the color of the, like with walnut stain or whatever, just use something else to lighten that. But I think I kind of want to know that it's a ballet costume, her ballet thing. But anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If I should darken this or what is the word? I don't know. Make this match this more. But when I do my journaling strip, what I do first is I take this, I scan it on my scanner, and then that way this image is available for me to pick the color from. So when you print, you can do the background of your journaling strip to that cream. So when it comes out, it's not going to be like weird white or whatever. Okay. So anyway, I was going to do that. So on you remember in the Wicked paper, they had a whole bunch of, they had that 3 pages where they had that big strip of paper. I think it was for some kind of party hat or something like that. And I cut these out, so they look like this, and they also have one of these to go in the center, I guess. Yeah, something like that. So I really like that. I thought that looked very nice, but I picked a different color one. So I picked this one. This one, now you can see that I wanted to be able to pop it up a little bit to get some dimension. This is again very thin paper, so I fussy cut out this one. They had it's a circle, it's a scallop like that. So I cut it out, X-Acto knife it out, and use my scissors. I back it back up with just black paper on here, and then I pop this up on some fun foam, and these was just, I bought a wrong one. It was all no glue at all on either side, so I already taped it to one side. So because of the black, I thought it'd be better, and then I also put ink. I inked all around the paper, the bottom flower. I think I like it better. So originally it goes like this, right? But I think I like it better if I just make it a little bit not exactly into the where it was supposed to be. So it's more, I will see more of the black on this from the background instead of matching it directly. So I like that. Okay, and I love this this orange glitter. I don't think I'm straight, but that's okay. All right, so I could use this. So basically, I have a choice of that. I can pop that up, right? Maybe backing it with a little bit thicker, or use foam or whatever, or that. But I thought that maybe this is a chance for me to use some of my bulkier embellishment. So I had, let me show you. I had this flower pack. I bought 2 of them from Michael's. It came with a Halloween one year, probably last year or the year before. So I thought maybe I'd do that, but I didn't. Now I could also edge the edge of this, so you know, maybe with the same kind of thing there, like a wax or a sheen or something, just to darken it. I could do that, and then that would match better. So, but I don't know. This is so bulky. I don't think this would even fit into the sheet protector. This one is a little bit better. It's a little, the thing is a little bit sideways. They glued down sideways already, but I don't know. I don't love it. What do you guys think? And I definitely don't. And actually, that's not bad. And I could mute it down a little bit more with ink, because this is super bright. But again, this thing is so thick. I'm always so worried. I've seen people do layout where they put so many flowers, and so for me, nay on the flower. Let me know if you prefer that. So then I had this, I don't even know what it came from. I think it came like for 99 cents or whatever, or a couple of 25 cents in one of those Michael's bin in the front. I did not save the background, so I don't even know where it come from. Usually I try to save the backing so that way I know where it came from. But it is super thick. It's just a flare dot, or whatever you call it. I cut around the acetate so I can move it around, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. I don't need to pop it off on anything because it's already thicker. I could do that. Or I had a I found this set of Creative Imaginations. They're gone now too. They used to be locally in Southern California. I really like them actually, and I'm sad that they used to be in Huntington Beach in California. I'm sad that they're not around anymore, but I still have quite a few of their stuff. So I took a couple of the one that they had here. I backed it up with I mean, I'm sure you already know this trick, but in case you don't, because some of you may be brand new scrapbooker, I instead of cutting, so you could cut around, some of them I do that, you could cut around, you know, this, right? But a lot of time when this is broken, it annoys me a little bit when I use it. So if I can, I take it off. If it's a simple shape, I take it off. I just put it on a wax paper and cut around it, so that way I still can peel it out and use the glue backing in the back, or I can even put it back here. Okay, so I could do that. What do you think? It's a little bit more yellow than that, but it's okay. It's kind of go with that one. I could do that. What do you guys think? Boo, but that's too many boo, I think. I don't know. I think I like this the best. I just don't love the fact that it is so thick. But you know what? I'm gonna make a decision, and that's what it is. All right. Okay. So let's do. And I'm not even gonna pop it off from here. I'm just gonna. Where is? What did I do with my tape? I just put it away. I mean, I just put it down. Oh, here. I put my trash can over it. Okay, so I'm going to just glue this down. See, this would work well with my tape runner, my AGT gun, but I don't have it. It is out of tape, and I got to figure out how to load it correctly this time. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on there. And you know what? I'm actually won't have time because I have to finish this video to get it to the hop organizing people. So I probably won't even do that. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it back on and not worry about that, because then I have to glue her down and everything else. So I thought that I want her to kind of almost with the position of her hands and things like that. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have her almost like holding this and so forth. But I had this, I freaking save everything. This is a ring she wore one year, or she got in a one of the Halloween favor give out thingy. It was a spider ring, so it was kind of bright orange, and I use I took this out because I didn't know what it was called. This scissors thingy that you use to cut up metals or dyes or whatever, and I just really took off as much as I could of the ring part so that it's not bulky. And then I just use my alcohol marker. I use Spectrum Noir specifically, and I just painted the whole thing so it's black, okay, and it stay very well, and so forth. So I was thinking maybe doing something like that, you know. So it's almost like the spider. She's holding this thing, and the spider is crawling onto her hands. Isn't that scary looking? She hates spider. This is my, oh, it's still, oh no, it's not. I thought that was like the paint was peeling off the back. So yeah, so I thought that would be cool. And then I'll add the journaling here. Now on here, now I don't have to fill up everything, right? But as I was going through the bling stuff that I had, I saw that I had these really old Reminisce Scare Tactic rub-on that has all these words. And I thought it'd be cool to maybe do a couple words here, there. You know, can't do it on this side because it's black. And oh, I could. I do have it in this color. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I would do in my finished layout. And sorry, you won't see that. I'll post it on Instagram or something like that after I'm completely finished. Or I saw this. I think I like this better. This idea I like, because then I can add it to this side too. And then I also saw that I had this thing. Oh my God, this is so old. It's from 𝘀𝗵𝗍𝗶𝗏.com, whatever that is. And it was just to embellish in crystal. And I had two. So I takes 2 seconds to fussy cut out the thing. So instead of just cutting in half, that way you can literally put it anywhere and really see how it looks. Instead of before, I actually took it out and I was going like this, you know, I cut it in half and I was going like this. But, you know, with all the plastic there, it just did not look right. So I took the time and just trim it slightly off of the acetate. Okay, so that's cute too. Gosh, so hard to decide. It's so cute. I could even have it underneath here, like this is holding this up. Huh? Oh my gosh. Make her wear a skirt. Look at that. I just embellished her skirt. Oh, that's kind of cute. All right. I think I like the words the best, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. I move that around. You know, that's kind of cute, right? It could go on top of the black one. Like this, like it's holding it up. Like it's really a flower. Look at that. That's the stem. Oh my gosh. What to do. Okay. So anyway, I think I'm done. Oh, and here, I figured I wanted to pick up a little bit on the sequin and stuff. I didn't even look at my sequin stash, but I really want to use some crystal. So I looked at my crystal stash, and I tell you, none of the crystal was working. I mean, they could, but they're just, I don't know, they're just a little bit too orange, too bright, you know. So originally I was gonna depend on where I put these things. Wherever there's a center, I was just gonna put one of these beautiful orange crystal in there. I tried the black one as well. That didn't work at all. I don't have any other color that would work. I thought maybe some of these, not orange, but kind of like more yellow gold, but that didn't work either. I didn't like that. this is not bad, but again, it's so close to this, and it doesn't really go. So I found a bin of plastic, I don't know, cabochon or whatever you call it. And it's faceted, but it's of a square. And I thought if I don't have to put it on every single center of the spider web, but maybe wherever there's room, and then I can just put it sparingly to pick up, you know, to pick up the, I don't know, just to pick up things here and there. Maybe this is too much. Maybe it's just like a couple. So that way it's not everywhere. You know, something like that maybe. Maybe more on this side. It doesn't even have to be at the center, right? We'll just, yeah, so, and I was going to look through the enamel dots, but I ran out of time. So anyway, let me know what you think. I thought this is super cute. My daughter, she didn't end up loving this picture at all. I'm like, I love that. I thought she did a great job on her makeup. And this, she's smiling, so, you know, it's not scary at all. And maybe if I'm going to do that, then I put this way down a little bit. Something like that. Anyway, I will catch you real soon. I have a big crafty haul to bring you with all the crap I bought at Michael's yesterday. But in any case, I hope you enjoy. I put the link of all the participants. It's a good size list. If you want some inspirations to scrapbook some of your Halloween, or I'm feeling witchy layout in the near future. All right, it's October, perfect time for this hop. I will talk to you real soon. Bye for now.